Kia ora everyone, no mai hoki mai ki tō tātou noho ākura. So welcome back to our assembly, week 5. And how good is it to be back at school for those of us that were able to come back on site this week. It's been good. It's been lovely to see you all. So I hope you guys enjoyed your day either on Wednesday or on Thursday. So first things first, we're going to kick off with our national anthem. So if I can ask you to etu where you are or sit up and waiata mai. Thank you very much. Okay, so this week, what are some of the exciting things that have happened this week? So Wednesday and Thursday this week, we had Kōwhai whānau and Cody whānau come back to school on site, okay, where they could be with their own little bubbles, which was amazing to see so many of you walking through the gates on those 2 days. And it was good to have some life, some kid vibes in and around the school. So looking forward to seeing Rimu and Tawa next week and Cody and Kōwhai again on Wednesday and Thursday. Something else, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but one of our students was on TV1 News, and Mr. Bartlett is going to talk to you guys more about that later on in his section. But well done, Anna, famous girl. And you also would have seen, why is this not working? You also would have seen maybe on our Facebook page, Mackenzie's book library amnesty, okay? So she's asking for you to return all of your library books that you may have at home. You can drop them into the returns box that's out the front of the gate. And you could, for every book that you return, you could go into the draw to win a $100 Westfield voucher. So bring your books back, get those returned, and hopefully you might be the lucky winner. Otherwise, we're going to move on to Mr. Taylor, and he's got someone he would like to introduce to you all.
Tēnā koutou tamariki mā. So good to have had some kids back at school. So I think we've had about 210 over the last 2 days. So that was 100 odd from each of the 2 whānau. But what we're thinking of doing is come next Wednesday, when we've had Tawa here on Monday and Rimu here on Tuesday, we're going to make the decision on the Tuesday morning whether we have 2 whānau a day for 2 days a week. So if we do that, that means if you are in Kōwhai and Kauri, you would come to school next week, both Wednesday and Thursday. Then the following Monday and Tuesday, we would have Tawa and Rimu on the following Monday and Tuesday. Not this week coming, the following one, if we decide to do that, based on the numbers. We just need to check that we're not going to have too many people on site. So if you are someone who's been at home and you want to come back to school, then you need to let your whānau leaders know. And we're going to let you know whether it's going to be 2 days or not. First of all, next week is a newsletter week. So on Wednesday, Mr. Bartlett will be putting the newsletter up on the website and the Facebook page. So you'll be able to read the full newsletter. But in that newsletter, we've got an introduction hello from Mr. Filippo, who is one of our new deputy principals who's just started this week. Now, I'm going to let him say hello in a couple of seconds, just to introduce himself and say, I don't know, something about himself, which is what you'll see in the newsletter anyway. But his office is where Mr. Filippini's was, down the corridor by the social worker's office and the counselling office. Mr. Filippini has moved to a new office outside by Darby, Mr. Tran's office, where the ICT stuff is. So he's there attached to the hall, and Mr. Filippo will be working very closely with Mr. Bartlett, doing pastoral care stuff, doing the things Mr. Bartlett talks about, keeping you guys happy. Very important. Anyway, Mr. Filippo, I'm going to flick it over to you for a couple of seconds to say g'day, hello, and blah, blah, blah. Over to you.
Talofa everyone, I'm really excited to be a part of your school. I wish I could see all of you guys in a normal circumstances, but I know that at least I've been able to meet a few of you guys. Read the newsletter next week, and if you see me around, don't be afraid to come and say hi. I'm happy to be here, and I'm ready to get to know everyone, so thank you.
Great, welcome. Thank you, Mr. Filippo. So, as Ms. Apiata said, it is so exciting to have had some people on site. There's been energy, there's been laughter, there's been life, there's been stuff going on. So a massive thank you to those of you who have been sensible, those of you who have been playing the game, and those of you who are making sure that we're all doing the right thing to keep all of us safe. So we haven't got much time to go until the end of the term, so we do really want you to be at school if you're able to on your days. So have a talk about that with your mum and dad. And remember, the best thing you can do if you're 12, and nearly all of you will be 12 now, you are able to be vaccinated. So if you haven't yet, and you think you need to be or you want to be, then do it. If your parents are a bit resistant, have a chat to them about that. So good luck with those conversations. Okay, Miss Apiata. Rightio, certificates this week. As you've already heard as well, and you may have seen the video, Ariana was a very good representative of MI during the week, where she was on the TV1 News. I thought she spoke superbly. So she could be our next Wendy Petrie, I reckon. So give Ariana a big hand for her great conversation. Were you nervous there, Ariana? I can see you. Give me a thumbs up or down. Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, she was a bit nervous. She did a great job, though. So, Ariana, next. Oh, man. Mr. Karapa and Mr. Opoko. These guys have been working very, very hard because we have started. We've got a lot of things going on in our school with the building. As you know, we've got a new building block that's about to be started very soon. We've also got our swimming pool, which will be getting started in 4 weeks' time. And we've also got our new cooking room to start, and that has already started. So room 35 and room 37 is being gutted into the new cooking room, which is where Mrs. Rowney will be next year. So 2 rooms is going to be 1 room. It's going to be pretty flash, a massive cooking room. And Miss McIntyre Brown's current room in room 81, which is called room 81, will move to the real room 81 where the foods room is now. But these two men have been doing a superb job right through lockdown. So give Mr. Opoku and Mr. Carver a big hand. Awesome. And next, room 62, Chloe from Mr. Devereaux. Rimu. Room 3, Ali. Room 3, Joseph. Room 4, Jaden. Room 20, Tyreek. Room 23, Aguilo. Room 28, Raquel. Room 34, Dylan. Room 17, Natalie. Room 78, Devon. Room 34, Jasmine. And Kofai. Room 12, Nikita. Aren't you loving these certificates? Man, they look flash. Room 15, Kendra. Room 27, Quentin. Room 30, Dayton. Room 32, Priya. Room 62, Kaliol, sorry. Room 75, Mateo. Room 79, everyone in room 71. So someone stand up. Room 62, Giovanni and Kaliol again. Cody. Master 11, Maddox. Room 13, Phoenix. 19, Isha. 69, Dylan. 25, Amy. 35, Ciala. Room 22, Adelie. Room 25, Shalina. Room 73, Aiden. And Tawa. Room 6, Legacy. Room 93, room 93. Room 9, crikey, Dix, where did room 93 come from? Room 9, Henri. Room 9, Essence. Room 24, Juliana. Room 26, everybody. So someone from room 26, stand up. Room 29, Hunter. Room 33, Angela. Room 71, Katara. Room 81, everyone in room 81, so somebody from 81 can stand up. Oh, was that all of whānau? Oh, that was quick. So big paki to everybody for their certificates. Give them a big hand. Awesome. Now, I know some of you won't know, actually, no, none of them will know Mr. Wilding because, no, they won't. No one will know you. So there's no point saying hello, Mr. Wilding, to them. Right. Some of their brothers and sisters might know you, though, Mr. Wilding. Anyway, back to you, Miss Apiata.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Short and sweet. That's how we like it. Okay, Mr. Devereaux, what's our waiata today?
Oh, kia ora, everyone. Really lovely to see you. And like everyone's been saying, it's lovely to be catching the vibes of those people that have been coming back and hearing some beautiful music come out of room 62, of course, and some of our other music students and so on. Today's tune is one that only a few of you will know, but those of you who know it very well, and I know you will be can't wait to sing along. And this is a tune that I thought I'd do as a bit of a shout out to all the students who were involved in the musical, because obviously this last week we had to make the call that we could no longer do the musical this year. So I know a lot of you know this, and you'll know it a heck of a lot better than I will. So let's get into it. Here we go. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. You know, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shots. I'm not throwing away my shots. Well, I'm not throwing away my shots. You know, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shots. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech, unimpeachable, only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets getting colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I've earned, and then I don't have a gun to branch. I walk these streets traveling. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. The demonstrating drugs, let me spell out my name. I am the ALEXAND. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. My friend keeps messing with us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. We keep joints in the run to spendlessly. We up. When you're living on the knees, you rise up. When you're living on the knees, you rise up. Tell your sister that she's got to rise up, rise up. We rise up. When you're living on the knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's got to rise up. Tell your sister that she's got to rise up, rise up. Am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited, shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make you all proud. Let's get the sky in front of the crowd. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. We rise up. When you're living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's got to rise up. Tell your sister that she's got to rise up, rise up. We rise up. When you're living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's got to rise up. Tell your sister that she's got to rise up, rise up. And I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. You know, I'm just like the country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shots. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. You know, I'm just like the country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. And I am not throwing away my shot. There we go, Fano. There's our jam for today. We've got a Hamilton for us. So shout out to all our MI musical students. Let's reconvene next year.
Crikey, Mr. Devereaux, you've got to get your breathing right in that song, don't you, with those words?
Yeah, there's a lot of mouth work involved.
Yes, I hope you've been practicing with your breathing there. Crikey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Devereaux. Who do we have next? Our senators. Over to you, senators.
So my positive play award this week goes to Rain from room 23 for all her awesome work around a photo shoot for a Gazette magazine.
Mark's not here.
Oh, okay. My positive play award goes to our future leaders of 2022. We are so proud of you guys, and we wish you luck on this journey to be a better leader.
My positive play award this week goes to Jackson Room 3 for always engaging in his maths assignments and for turning in work consistently.
My positive play award goes to Mr. SJ and Miss Lokini for being helpful and looking after Master 11 on Thursdays.
Okay, Brooks' positive play card goes to Mamaya in room 62 for using his initiative.
My positive play award goes to Anna, room 26, for always attending her class meets with a bright and positive attitude.
My positive play award goes to Javan for always showing up on this Google Meets and answering questions.
My positive play award this week goes to Mr. Tanaki for looking after room 79 and always checking on us when we came back to school. Thank you.
Yay, let's have a big paki for all of our positive play award winners. Well done. Okay, what's next? Okie dokie. So the moment a few of you have all been waiting for, the announcement of our student councils for 2022. Before we get into this, I just want to say a big, huge thank you to all of those students, year 7 students who sent in their application. Those of you who may have had interviews over the last week with the council representatives. We appreciate it, and well done for putting yourself out there, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it over to the leader of the councils to announce those people who are in their councils for 2022. Who's excited? Hey, here we go. Okay. First up, we have the Curriculum Council, Mr. Lee.
Kia ora whānau. Thank you so much for your application. It was massive. And the current Curriculum Council had some serious kind of thought and discussions around it. But big up to Jeremiah, room 11, Rashik, 69, Laura, 28, Mila, 13, Mateo, 75, Zoheo, 69, Halo, 23, Trudy, 26, Miriam, 32, and Kumiko, room 20. So there you go, Curriculum Council 2020.
Well done. Okay, and the next council we have.
Oh, I'm loving all that energy, Miss Apiata. I was loving all that energy in room 69, I think. Is that where Mr. Lee is?
Yeah, it is. Okay.
We're going to take a look at the. We'll take a look at the Eco Council right here. And again, like Ms. Apiata said, we had a lot of amazing leaders. Not only that, we had a lot of Year 7s who showed themselves to be amazing Eco ambassadors during this year. But in the end, there could be only 10. And so we've selected Cottrell of 62, Ola of 71, Emeth of 69, Cherish of 35, Kikorangi of 11, Prisha of 33, Charlene of 11, Stig of 69, Lily of 70, and Mika of 79. So for my Te Paki, congratulations to those wonderful 2022 Eco Councillors.
Congratulations. And moving on to our next, okay, so the Community Council, that's my little council that I'm in and that I lead. And as Mr. Devereaux said, it was quite hard to narrow it down to just 10 councillors. Okay, so here we go. Our first one is Aldrich from 27, Xavier, room 32, Mordecai from 75, Andreas from room 19, Manaya 62, Novro room 35, Crystal 62, Geordie from room 23, Chloe room 75, and Gabby from room 30. So congratulations to the new Community Council for 2022.
Talapalava, this is our Cultural Council for 2022. Again, thank you all for your letters, your emails. It was amazing to read, and it was awesome to see how passionate you are about your culture. But again, we can only choose 10. So these are the students that have been chosen to represent our Cultural Council for 2022. Katea of room 22, Saisha of room 27, Janelle room 11, Cameron room 9, Isha room 19, Azariah room 23, Arnav room 28, Leighton room 33, Bingota room 22, and Kepu room 12. Well done, all of you.
And last but not least, here is our Pastoral Council.
Kia ora, MI, and it's time for that PC Council to make the school happy throughout 2022. And for our girls, we've got Chloe, room 62, Anastasia, room 26, Fab in room 23, Amy in room 6, Doreen in room 69. And at the midway point, I would like to thank you to all those students that applied, over 50, so very lucky to be part of this bunch. Yosefa, room 26, Leighton, room 62, Amos, room 23, Monaro, room 30, and Demetrius, room 6. I want to play a little bomb on that.
A huge congratulations to all of those new council members for 2022. Mr. Lee, can you unmute your mic and let's give them all one more big round of applause.
Yeah!
Congratulations.
Is anyone going to explain what happens next, Ms. Apiata, regarding the councillors and then the Senate?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Cool, thank you. So from the 5 student council groups, there will be 2 senators that get selected, and your council leader, either Ms. Apiata or Mr. Pailoa or Mr. Lee or Mr. Bartlett or Mr. Devereaux, will get in contact with the 2022 crew, and you'll decide on your 2 senators. So the senators will then get announced at prize giving. So our 2021 senators, they get recognised at prize giving, and our 2022 ones get announced and they get a pretty little badge. So over the next week, your person will probably get in contact with you in regards to who your 2 Senate representatives will be. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Brooke. Over to you, Mr. Bartlett.
Okay, so we're back, PC team, and we're just going to be moving through the slideshow. So could you go to the next slide, please? Remember, always 0800 up. I talk about it every week. few of our students seem to be using it, so always going to mention it every week. Thanks, Miss. We've got our counselling that's been going on. Miss Hutchings has been very busy, but she's always got time for you. So remember, you can refer yourself online or you can give her an email. Thanks, Miss. SCODAL, that's been better over the last couple of weeks. Thank you to all students who have been putting in input around their health and well-being. And that'll be back next Monday and next Friday. Thanks. Remember, it's sunny outside, so we're not using those phones all weekend and looking at our screen and thinking about how many likes we're going to get and who's our friend. We're going to keep it real, like every MI student should, and look after ourselves and our families, which is most important. Thanks, Miss. I sent out an email earlier this week around the mana kids and what time to book a time. It's around health and if you want a checkup. So I gave you an email that you could email, and you can all find that in your emails, your Gmail, and you can book a time with Lisa. That's the number one point. The second point is you can go to the little red envelope, which is outside the Mana Clinic, and you can fill in your name there. And even if our Mana Clinic 2 nurses are there, they might even let you in straight away because they're not as busy as usual with less students on site. So if you've got any sore throats or anything like that, remember you should be really going to the doctor at home, and you might have something that you can't bring into school. But if you feel it's something at school, or you need a checkup, or you've got itchy hair or anything else like that, you can drop on in and they'll help sort you out. They'll even go to the doctors and get like antibiotics for you if you need it. Thanks, Miss. Oh, that just popped out of nowhere. Oh, gold card. Must be only one gold card this week. And that goes to Emmett Casey from room 69 for showing manaakitanga and aroha for his community by creating a scavenger hunt during Halloween for families in need. And I think that picture on the left is a part of his video he made, which he's just released lately for Cody Whānau. So great job, Emmett, in all facets of school life and your life at home. All right, what's next? That came out of nowhere.
Yo!
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So remember, always respecting your family will help you at home and make you have a great life. But I hope you've been enjoying school and living up to our keys to success, which is on the left there, at school and at home. And I know our staff and our leadership team have been really happy with your behaviour at school. It's just been fun time. So we look forward to seeing two whānau in next week when Mr. Taylor said. Thanks. Next slide. Remember year 8 enrollments. Mr. Devereaux harps on about it. Your teachers probably ask you a lot about it. That needs to be done. If you want to go to the high school you want to, you need to get that done. So that's a message from Mr. Devereaux that he wanted me to pass on. Thanks, Miss. This video, you would have seen it, but it could change with whānau days, but everything else is relevant. So if you need a quick update on information, remember to go to that video or go to our website and look at those little MI back to school chart that's on our website. Thanks, Miss. Oh, what is that? What is that? Is this another gold card?
Oh, yeah!
Mr. Lee's very happy. What's going on here? Two Cody whānau ones just popping out of nowhere. But yeah, they won the Facebook post challenge. And when I looked the other day, I was 147 likes, 162 comments, and 13 shares. And it's probably gone up, but I love how the students were spreading their messages across their emails. I could see what was going on, and the positivity that Cody Ainga and Cody Whānau were representing. So great job there. Some more MI money for Cody Whānau. And we've got a little PC Council message as always. And let's see who that person is.
Hi everybody, it's Anna from the PC Council.
Just to let you guys know, myself, alongside the PC Council, will always be here if you need someone to talk to you or listen to you. Mr. Bartlett, Miss Hudson, and Miss Hutchings are also an email away if you need to talk to them as well. We are under the Learn tab on the school website and only an email away. Make sure to get outside this weekend. Don't stay inside for too long. Have a great weekend and stay safe.
Nice message, yeah, Ariana. And yeah, I'd like to say thank you for how you represented MI on the news. So let's have a look at the next slide. Famous Girl Fridays. I wonder who our girl is this week. Let's have a look.
Manurewa Intermediate making a YouTube clip for its students at home, eagerly awaiting a return to the classroom.
I'm most looking forward to seeing my friends, getting to see all my teachers, and if we have grad or graduation at the end of the year, I'm hopefully looking forward to that.
Yvonne Tahana, One News.
Before Christmas, for Anna, after so long at home, there will be some adjustments.
It'll be weird waking up early on Tuesdays because I don't really wake up early that much.
Getting kids up and out the door, a challenge once more. Yvonne Tahana, One News.
And that's how it's sort of like these days. The students aren't waking up too early and they're used to waking up a bit later. But now that we're coming back to school, it's good to get back into routine. And yeah, let's wake up early. Next slide. Oh my God. Gold cards come out of nowhere. The gold card. And that goes to Ariana, room 23, representing our school with great pride on Tuesday's national news channel and speaking very well on behalf of the MI students. She took a risk and showed optimism and positivity in her interview. So great job. Some points for Rimu Whānau. Thanks, Ariana. All right. Oh, we've got a famous guy Friday. I wonder if this is a student. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's the world's highest paid rugby player in the world. It's Charles Piutau. So about in 2015, he played for the All Blacks, and he decided at a young age he was going to take the money and head overseas and set up his family and look after his family, his mother. You know, we all want to look after our parents, our grandparents, and he's done that, and he's earning over $2 million a year. So let's have a look.
Leaving Auckland in New Zealand and coming into London, or the first city that I moved to, was a massive change. Obviously, not seeing many islanders around like Auckland or South Auckland. I guess how busy the city was in London. And then the biggest one, I think, was the weather. I went down and it's cold as like got jacket there for my channels and people just like. You know, I guess for us polys, you know, we grow up with, you know, big families, or we could grow up in the village and stuff. And I guess, you know, you're used to having that community type of feel, that big family feel. And so when you're coming into, I guess, the Bristol Bears and having so many Islanders in the team has been great. My wife was there for the first time making a coffee, but why not? I'll do it for the guests. Huge blessing and grateful to have my brother here in the same team and his family. So it's always nice having him just down the road and always seeing him at trainings and getting to play aside each other. My brother's trying to get a kind of machine built so we can put a pig on the spit. So I think it's not too far away, and we're hoping that we can get one sorted for Christmas. So it'll be good for all the family and the Islanders here. Looking for some food because we're hungry.
So yeah, pig on the spit for Christmas, yeah. And Mr. Taylor always speaks about
leaving Auckland.
Mr. Taylor always speaks about representing at home and then going overseas and then coming back and giving back to your community. And I'm sure he will do that once he's earned all his money and he's finished his rugby career, and he'll come back and give to his community once again. But thanks to Mr. Suafoa, another Wesley boy, another one of his alumni from his old high school. Yeah, so thank you for that. And he's got a wee message for Manurewa Intermediate right now.
Hi, Manadeo Intermediate. My name is Charles Puto, currently playing professional rugby in the United Kingdom for the Bristol Bears. Just want to give you guys a massive shout out and encourage you all to stay safe during these tough times and lockdown in New Zealand. We were in and out of lockdown in the United Kingdom for over a year, so we know I know how you guys are feeling during these times, but don't be afraid to reach out to you guys teachers. I know they're there for support, and just encourage you all to continue to jump online for your guys' sessions, classes, and finish the year strong. So yeah, much love and God bless.
So I hope you're listening very carefully to that quiet, humble man. And thanks, miss. I think that's me. Is that me? No, it's not. Wow, another gold card. And who's that going to? Mr. Solomona, room 15. All right, so here we go. Here's what all our students need to do. Here's what all our staff need to do. They need to download the Mosaic app. And he's made it into the final of one of New Zealand's top dance battle competitions. And I'm sure most of our students know about this app. And what they need to do is download the app. You can download it for 7 days for free. The video is going to come out on Saturday. The competition's on Saturday. You need to download the app. You need to go onto the app. And just like Instagram, you will tag in the comments, my vote at OJ Solomona. And South Auckland's got to represent because he's the only brother in there from South Auckland. So let's go. So you need to go. We're going to get the whole South Auckland voting on this. All right. And all our students and all our previous high school students. And it's You Better Dance, episode 9, the final. And Lance Arvelli, one of New Zealand's top dancers, is presenting that show. And you might find some special guests on that last little video. You've probably seen Sir on a few videos in the heats, in the semis, and now he's right through to the final. And he's got some special guests on that last video for the final. Let's have a look. I want you to identify some of these guests. Have a quick look yourself. And we're not going to name any names here, but yeah, you might see that in the video. So you need to get on there. You need to vote for Sir so he can take out this dance battle. And it's also representing our community, Manireo Intermediate. And the video was done in our hall. So let's get it. Let's get it, MI. Thanks, miss.
Thanks, Mr. Bartlett. Okay. Wow. We're ready to announce our weekly winners, Mr. Taylor. I'm not too hopeful about this, but anyway.
Gosh, I thought Mr. Bartlett was taking over from me then, the way he was speaking so long. He spoke more than me today. So we better rectify that, right?
Hey, it was a bit more entertaining, I think.
Oh, I could be entertaining if you want me to be entertaining, Mr. Bartlett. What would you suggest? Anyway, right. Anyway, guys, whānau points for the week. In 4th place, correct, Miss Apiata, we have Kowhai. In 3rd place, we have Rimu. Drum roll, please. We have Tawa, which means 1st place again. We have
Tony rock the show! Yeah! Tony rock the show! Let's go! Drop down to your knees! Bow down to the Tony feet! We are proud! We are proud! Ripping up the south side! We are climbing to the top! Come on, G-Rock! Keep it up! Stop! Bring it back! East side! Now we stack up Patia!
I think there are a few interlopers here with Mr. Lee. A few interlopers, Mr. Lee. He can't hear me. Mr. Lee, can you hear me? No, you obviously can't. Are they all on that?
I can hear you now. What's up?
Right. I said a few interlopers in there, mister.
Oh no, we're all masked up here with the windows open, the doors open, nicely spaced out.
No, I mean a few interlopers, i.e. not all from Cody.
No, we're all Cody.
Are they all Cody?
We're all Cody whānau right here.
My eyesight. Right. Oh, you were looking at that. You were looking at that flash TV, Mr. Stewart Scott.
Yeah! Oh, thank you, Mr. Taylor!
Spoiled, Mr. Stewart. Anyway, over to you, Miss Apiata.
Thank you. What a great way. What a great celebration. Well done, Cody whānau. And it's good to hear your guys chant, not all, bitsy over a Google Meet. But that brings us to the end of our assembly for the week. So here are my usual reminders for you for the weekend and for next week. Monday, the 22nd of November, we're going to welcome Tawa whānau back on site. And then Tuesday, we have Rimu whānau. Then Wednesday, we have Kōwhai, and Thursday, we have Cody. Now, remember, Mr. Taylor will let us know if Kōwhai and Cody will be coming back on the 24th and 25th. Okay, so keep an eye out, keep an ear out for that email or that whatever. I think maybe Mr. Taylor should send us all a video. The videos on YouTube seem to be quite popular. So maybe he does that.
I'm sure someone will be able to do that.
And also just remember, make sure you're sanitizing, wearing your mask, and I look forward to seeing everyone walking through the front gate on Monday. So, hei kona. Have a good weekend.